What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome on in to 1TS Daily live right here at One True Sport. It's Friday, December 20th, 2024. Man, we are inching towards the holidays and Christmas next week. Wild time. There's snow on the ground out here in Chicago right now. Snow, like real snow on the ground that the kids can play in and that the dog can run around and be out of his mind in. Man, yeah, crazy time. But yeah, welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. I know it's the holiday season. Everybody's got things going on. And I appreciate everybody tuning in. So if you're watching on YouTube, hello, thanks for being here. If you are watching on Twitter X, hi, thank you for being here as well. We have a fun show planned for everybody today. And this is going to be the last episode of 1TS Daily for the year. And it's in this form. I'm planning on doing some check-ins, some 1TS Daily check-in episodes here for the holiday week and then the week beyond. But the schedules are going to be so off for everybody, myself included. And so we're going to kind of take a step back from the daily show just for these 2 weeks. Do some check-ins as things develop, so we have an abundance of things to talk about, and then talk about them. So I'll let you know. Keep it locked here on YouTube. Just turn on the notifications so you know that when we're live. But also keep it locked to my socials and to 1TS Sports socials, and we'll let you know what's going on with that. But yeah, just the holidays and family stuff and travel and all that. It's going to make for a wild couple weeks from a scheduling perspective. So we're going to just change up the format here for 2 weeks. And then once 2025 hits, we'll be back doing our daily show, our daily analysis on pro wrestling. Yeah, so this is that. If it's your first time hitting play on 1TS Daily and joining us live, we are here on One True Sport chatting about wrestling with you. We kind of keep these in 20, 25-minute bursts if we can. Let's just talk the news of the day. I love hearing from you guys on everything that's going on. We got the live chat up and running right now, and Sean's in there, and E's in there, and others. The super chats are open too. If you guys want to make sure to get your comment read on the air, you can do that. And by leaving a super chat, and obviously super chats help greatly. You can, support the show, support me through that. That said, you can also catch more of me at Brass Ring Media, which is the shop that I run with Tyler Sage. We offer Brass Ring Media membership, which you can find on Patreon, patreon.com/Brass Ring Media. It's also totally free to get our live YouTube shows on our YouTube channel. So you can go to Brass Ring Media on YouTube for that. You can download all of our shows as live podcasts, not live podcasts, but audio podcasts. And then of course you can check out our Substack newsletter that goes out almost every day with written content that we put out from the team. So check it out, Brass Ring Media. Also want to point everybody to a really cool column that I was a part of over at SI this week. We just released our year-end awards. So it's called the Takedown on SI's 2024 Pro Wrestling Awards, and we break down, and we had a panel of voters decide, who the best wrestler was, or what the best storyline was, what the best matches or rivalry or tag team. So I'm going to throw it up on my social media, Zack_Heydorn on Twitter, Zack Heydorn on Blue Sky. So you can check that out. Really cool column, super fun to be a part of that. And just want to point everybody there. It's up on the main page now, Takedown on SI. So check it out. We got action in the live chat this morning. So let's get to some of that stuff. Sean says here, Zach, what is up, my friend? Let's go Notre Dame, baby. Yeah, man, it's a big week for you in college football. I mean, huge week. Actually, it's funny that you bring up Notre Dame. I've got a neighbor who is a diehard Notre Dame fan. And when we were out dropping the kids off at the bus stop today, it's snowing here, and he leaned over, and he had just gym shoes on, and he goes, and I had some bigger, heavier outdoor boots on, because I was going to take the dog for a walk. It's snowing. It's nice. It's pretty. I like that kind of thing. But he was like, man, I got to get some of those before tomorrow. And I was like, well, what's tomorrow? And he goes, South Bend. I'm like, you're going to the game? And he's like, yeah, going to the game. So there you go. So there'll be one, you'll know one person in attendance through me. At least I know one person that's going to that game. So yeah, hopefully for them and hopefully for you, Sean, they win. I don't have a horse in that game, in that race. So hope for you guys that it goes well. Sean also says here it's crazy that Christmas is almost here. E is here too and says, did someone put out an APB on Motor City Machine Guns? What's your favorite Christmas movie? Well, we'll talk about the Motor City Machine Guns in a minute, E. Thanks for joining in. What's my favorite? My favorite Christmas movie is probably Elf. I think that's fair to say. I mean, that's a movie that we watch in the house like at least once a year before Christmas. So yeah, so Elf. Sean's got a good one here. He says, "What's yours?" And says, "Mine's easily Home Alone, but it's tough." Yeah, that's Home Alone's a good one. Home Alone's a good one. I almost want to strike up a debate here on never mind. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do the Die Hard thing. I'm not going to do the Die Hard thing, even though I want to ask that question. So Elf, what is yours, E? You gotta respond here, and do it. Get it in. Well, I want to hear what your favorite Christmas movie is. Let's see. Let's go through the chat here. Oh, Matthew. What's up? Matthew's in the chat goes, question. Do you love WWE Vault, Zach? And he also says here, I'm going to request this to WWE. The behind the scenes of the vignettes from 1995, the behind the scenes of the vignettes from Goldust from 1995. So I am a huge fan of the WWE Vault. I mean, it's right up my alley. I like, uncovering old wrestling, even if it's wrestling that I've already seen. I like I like reminiscing about it. I'm not a big like nostalgia person. Like I don't necessarily want to see the stuff that's in the vault like play out today as new. But I do like watching old stuff. I think it's fun to kind of see how things have progressed and where things have come from. So yeah, I do like that. Andrew says, Die Hard is absolutely a Christmas movie. It is not a Christmas movie. Come on. I did it by not doing it. I started this. It is a Christmas movie. I also love that Andrew's concerned about my Starbucks. Hey, listen, I haven't gotten a report. I haven't got any bites on my quest for Starbucks sponsorship. So I went a different route today. I still have the coffee, but this is from a local coffee shop. It's called Addis Cafe, right down the street. It's a shorter walk. So it's cold and it's snowy. And so I didn't want to walk as far today. So I went this route. It's a smaller cup. This is the smallest size that they have, but it is what it is. Sometimes it's cold and that's that. So I have it. It's just not Starbucks. But thank you for thinking of me, Andrew. E says here, Elf's a good classic. Tim Allen, Santa Claus trilogy, and the TV show Ernie Muppet's Christmas special. Yeah, very, very, very good. I like. Yeah, Santa Claus is also thumbs up for sure. Vax is in the chat. Goes here. Local shop sponsorship. Yeah, that's what I need. Maybe I need to pivot. Maybe I need to pivot my strategy here and get try to get a more local approach and feel to this show. Even though you guys are listening from all over the country, if you come to Chicago, Addis Cafe, it's where it's at. There's your plug, Addis Cafe. All right. You guys are the best. Thanks for joining in. And thanks for keeping the live chat hot. That is the best part of the show, hands down. But let's talk a little wrestling. Tonight, we have a Ring of Honor pay-per-view. If you didn't know it, come on. It's out there. ROH tonight, Final Battle. The tradition continues. Final Battle, ROH on pay-per-view in December. This is a bit of a tradition for that company. And the card, oh boy, I'll tell you what, it's vast. It's too vast. It's too big. It's too long. This is insane. So here we go. Katsuyori Shibata versus Dynamite Kid Tom Billington, so Dynamite Kid's son. Atlantis Jr. against Mansoor. QT Marshall against Jay Lethal. Lee Moriarty is going to defend his Pure Championship against a mystery opponent. Then we've got the ROH TV Championship in a survival of the fittest match. So Brian Cage against AR Fox, against Willie Mack, against Commander, against Blake Christian, and then against Mark Davis. So multiple man TV championship match there. The ROH World Tag Team Championships are on the line in a Texas Bull Rope match. So Sammy Guevara and Dustin Rhodes defending against the Righteous. ROH Women's TV Championship is on the line. Red Velvet defending against Layla Hirsch. And then the 2 World Championship matches, Chris Jericho defending against Matt Cardona. And then the main events, Athena versus Billy Starks for the ROH Women's World Championship. I mean, this is crazy, right? For an ROH show, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9 matches plus 3 matches on the 0 hour pre-show. So that's 12 matches. Yes, Vax. It's a good card, but that's a lot to ask for ROH fans. I mean, that's just a lot to ask. I mean, this card, when I look at it, like, should be an easy 2-hour show. And you can get it there quickly. You do the women's title match, of course. You do the ROH Men's World title match, of course. Tag title match, you do that one. I would also do the second women's match as well. Layla Hirsch against Red Velvet. That's 4. And then, do the Pure Championship or something. But, QT Marshall against Jay Lethal, Atlantis against Mansoor, Shibata against Billington. No. It's way too long for an ROH pay-per-view. But let's talk about some of this stuff. We'll start with the main event, Athena versus Billy Starks. I really like this match. This match and this feud should be what Ring of Honor is all about. Frankly, what I like most about this is that it hasn't played out on AEW television. I mean, I really mean that. If my long-standing opinion on ROH has always been, since Tony Khan purchased it, is that it has to operate as a standalone thing. Because if it doesn't, then it's just AEW light, and that's what the World Championship feels like on the men's side. I mean, you've seen Jericho with that on AEW. It feels like an AEW title. The best part about Athena and Billy Starks is that it has stayed in the ROH ecosystem, in the ROH environment. That's where it stayed. That's where it's been. That's that. And it makes it a lot more intriguing. I mean, you have here a 2-year title reign by Athena, as the ROH Women's World Champion, and a strong title reign at that. If you are just if you're watching ROH, she's not really bringing viewers to ROH. That needs to be called out. But the way that she's presented in ROH is how you build a star, and it's just bizarre to see that happen with her in ROH. But Tony Khan's inability to do that with anybody on the main roster. And then you have Billy Starks, who has been on this long journey to this title match. I mean, she's had title matches against Athena before. She wasn't successful. She's been on Athena's side. She's been kind of Athena's mentor for a while. She's just run the whole gamut of stuff that can happen in a pro wrestling relationship. And now this match, this is the blow-off match. This is the big moment. This is the big moment. This is the big main event. This is the money. This is where the money is. And they've built this match really well. Thumbs up to this for sure. I think it's going to be a very cool moment for Billy Starks when she wins the World Championship. I think that's going to happen on this show. So if you weren't, if there's a reason to tune in, it's that. It's to see the end of this Athena dominance and a new champion crown. But this is by far the best thing on this show. No question about it. And I think both women, have the history together, the story to play off of, and the talent in the ring to be able to deliver, on a match like this from a match perspective in the main event. So very, very high on this match. It should be a really good one. On the pay-per-view tonight. Jericho and Cardona for the ROH World Title. Again, like I just said, this feels like it's an AEW match, as does the rest of the card. I don't know. There's not much to say about it. I think Cardona had a good promo this week against Jericho, or was it last week? Well, one of these. When they were in the ring together and Cardona promoed on him, that was totally fine. It was a good little moment. Excuse me. Good little moment for Cardona. I thought he spoke well, but ultimately, I don't think he's winning here unless, for some reason he got signed. But Cardona would be somebody that, that he could be a talent that you could sign that could serve as the reason to watch ROH, because it doesn't have that right now. It has Athena, and that's it. And so you got to give people more reasons to watch it. And that means, pulling some talent off of AEW. But Cardona, he's not valuable to AEW right now. So he'd be a good guy. Jericho's got to go back. He's got to go back to AEW. So maybe you do a title change here and you put Cardona over and make him kind of the face of the men's division in ROH. I don't know. Could be. But the match it's okay. It's okay. The other match I want to talk about here is the ROH World Tag Team Championships, Texas Bull Rope match, Guevara and Rhodes against the Righteous. I just kind of want to see the Righteous, win the titles and operate the same way as Athena does. Make yourself into a huge tag team in the ROH environment and just be there. I like that about the Righteous. I like that you can only see the Righteous on ROH television. They're a good tag team. I don't think they're ready for AEW yet, but they make perfect sense for our chat. Oh my God, cracked me up. The Timu Wyatt family, says Andrew H. about the Righteous, and that's so true. But I like them still, and I like that you can see them on ROH television. That's an ROH act. Put them over strong. Box here says there might be someone else on the way if Tony makes the move. Are you alluding to somebody in particular? I'm trying to think of who this person might be that you're thinking of. I'm wondering because I'm not really sure. The boss says here, isn't Dustin a free agent? Righteous are overdue for gold. Yeah, they are. And I don't know about Dustin. I think he is a free agent. Yes. So, all of this could factor into how they booked this thing tonight. Boss also said earlier, it's Billy time. Very much so. She's winning the title tonight. Mark my words on that. All right, so that's ROH Final Battle. Thumbs up, thumbs down in the chat. Are you ordering this or are you not? I want to kind of get a quick poll here of who's ordering and who isn't. I just don't feel like that there's a lot of momentum for this, even though that main event is really strong. I still don't feel like that there's a lot of momentum. All right, thumbs up, thumbs down, yes or no in the chat if you're ordering the show or not. Also tonight, Final Battle is going to be competing with SmackDown, but it is not a very newsworthy SmackDown at this point in time. Obviously, the big angle coming out of Saturday night's main event is what's going to happen to Cody Rhodes, what's going to happen with Kevin Owens, is he going to get reprimanded, all that jazz. That's all on the horizon. But the matches are as follows. We've got Braun Strowman appearing on the Grayson Waller effect. Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu are going to face LA Knight, Andrade, and Apollo Crews in a 6-man tag. Well, we know how that's going to go, or we know how that should go. I mean, you're talking Squash City here. I mean, Solo's about to go face Roman Reigns in a tribal combat match. You cannot be going 50-50 with that team. Johnny Gargano against Alex Shelley, and then the main event, Bianca Belair and Naomi defending the WWE Women's Tag Team titles against Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. So, not a huge episode of SmackDown this week, but I do think we'll get some bloodline developments. I think we'll get some bloodline developments, and and kind of set up for that match on January 6th. Because look, that yes, there's some episodes of SmackDown between now and then, but they're taped, and so you gotta give that match juice now while you can. And they got so essentially this is the go home. I mean, yeah, you could tape some stuff, and I'm sure they'll pre-tape some stuff, all that, and that's important. But this is like your last live pitch to make for that match, and so I expect to see a dominant Solo Sikoa in this. And again, sometimes you just have to sacrifice others for the sake of a different story. And in this case, Andrade and Cruz, like no big deal there. But LA Knight's, gonna have to just gonna have to do the job. Just gonna have to do that job, and that's that. It's not taped tonight, Vox. It is live tonight, but they'll tape shows tonight for future episodes of SmackDown during the holiday week. All right, you guys, man, what a year! Been a fun year. It really has. I hope. I wish everybody a happy holidays, whatever holiday you're celebrating these next 2 weeks. Cheers to you. Cheers to your families. Thank you for the support this year. It's been so fun to get this show off the ground and to do all the work that we're doing at Brass Ring Media and how we cover, the wrestling business there. I hope you check it out. Check us out. We got some cool stuff coming up next week, our year-end show with our members, and so much more. So definitely thank you for the support. We're going to come back so strong in 2025 and really, kick this thing into another gear. So appreciate it very, very much. You can subscribe to the channel here. You can subscribe to the Brass Ring Media channel on YouTube. You know where to do that. Brass Ring Media YouTube. Subscribe wherever you get your podcast. We're there too. And on Substack as well. Brass Ring Media Substack. I know it's a lot, but I just want you guys to maybe try to get the full experience of what we're doing and how we're covering things over there at Brass Ring. So thank you in advance. Once again, have a wonderful holiday with your family. E jumped in here with a very generous super chat. E, thank you. E says, been watching for a while. It's either me or the Dabs wondering, but are you bald like Dom, Marcus, and some of the others? Nothing against bald people, but you're always just wearing a hat. No, I'm not. Look at this. Look at this head of hair. Look at this head of hair right here, man. Hat hair. I just like wearing hats. I just like wearing hats. That's that. Thanks, E. Appreciate you, man. And thanks so much for the super chat. It means a lot. Yeah, happy holidays to you, Vox. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. We'll be back. We'll be around next week and the week after, but we'll be back full time. 1TS Daily live right here, One True Sport. I'm Zack Heydorn. We'll talk to y'all real soon. Happy holidays. See ya.